of the most important features of the waltz is the closing action in our feet. We need to make sure that we produce a beautiful closing action, and we will show you some exercises to achieve just that.
First exercise, just side and close. Look at my feet. So prepare sideways and then close feet together. Side, close. Now look at the foot that is going side. So it's placed on the inside edge or the ball of the foot. So if you look the sideways, you see the heel is off the floor. And then as I'm closing, I'm keeping the pressure to the floor on the other inside edge of the foot. Look from the side, the foot is closing, the heel is off, and the pressure is maintained to the floor. So the usage of the inside edges of the feet are very important when I'm closing feet together. Once again, so prepare on the ball of the inside edge, and then closing feet together with the pressure to the floor of the closing foot. Now, it goes with a falling and rising action. So the closing action goes in harmony with the rising action. And close. Prepare sideways, close. Use inside edges, use the foot pressure. And prepare and close. We can add another forward or backward step and get a box step. So if we place forward, sideways and close, back, side, close, we will get a figure, practice figure, that we can call a box step. Now, forward action or forward step, as we discussed it already in the swing section, it has to go with a swing. The leg is going with a swing, and you can see that it commences with a toe skipping across the floor onto the ball, and then unfolding on the heel, and then rolling onto the flat foot. The other foot is coming under the body, then swinging sideways, as we discussed, inside edge of the foot, inside edge of the ball, the heel is off the floor, and then closing feet together, which goes in harmony with the rising action. Then from here, we'll be lowering the foot, going backwards on the toe, rolling onto the ball, rolling onto the heel as the other leg is passing under the body, then swinging sideways inside edge of the ball, and closing feet together in harmony with the rising action and with the foot pressure of the closing foot. So let's do that box step with a count. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. As you notice, it goes with the lowering action and the rising action, and the feet are placed very precisely. Throughout this whole exercise, the box step, the feet are maintained parallel to each other. There's no swiveling or open feet position. So feet are maintained parallel, inside edges being used, and stop.
We can also do this exercise together to help each other practice. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Also, we can start the box step with the other foot to just practice the other way. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
So these exercises will help you to achieve excellence on the closing action of the feet. We'd like to talk now about the rotational and swaying actions in our body. Those actions, in fact, helps us to counterbalance the movement. First of all, if I talk about the rotational movement. So if you look now, my body, I have rotation. To the left and to the right, my body is rotating. Now, if I just walk, simple walk, as I do in life, my body will naturally produce some rotation. You can see in the shoulders, there is some rotation. In dancing, we call that CBM, contra-body movement. So contra-body movement can be described as a rotation of the opposite side of the body towards the moving leg. So if I take a right leg forward, the left side would be rotating towards it. Or the other way, left forward, right side rotating towards that leg. So that is producing counterbalancing action within my body. And we are balancing ourselves better when moving. Now, in dancing, it also helps us to initiate the turn. So usually I would apply CBM on the first step of the figure that has turn, and that will help me to make a turn. Now I'd like to talk a little bit about relationship of the upper body to the lower body, or the chest, the rib cage to the hips. Here I would like to talk about the connection throughout the body. Not a stiff connection, but a flexible connection. So you see, if I do something in the upper part of the body, it reflects in the hips as well. And vice versa, if something is happening in the hips, it reflects in the upper body too. So I have a certain connection in the body. It's not isolated, in other words. So when I do CBM, it does make an effect on the whole body. I'm not just trying to rotate the rib cage, isolating the hips. No, it's the whole body side that would be turning towards the moving leg. So you see, it is involved through the whole body. Now, because of the flexibility of the body, of course, the upper part of the body can turn more than the hips. So we have that flexibility through the spine and with the shoulders around the spine. So it's not fixed so that we look stiff in one piece. We have that flexibility, but on the other hand, it is connected so that the action that is happening in the shoulder has got a reflection on the hips as well. It is, as I mentioned, very essential as a counterbalancing action, so to balance my personal movement, and it helps us to balance two bodies together. So when we have contact and we take a hold with a lady, we have to provide that action which will enable us to stay in a better harmony together. And also, the other reason, it will initiate the turn.